Hello, welcome to the Long Island Weather Update and Outlook. Quite an active day in other parts of our area. Unfortunately, it does not look like Long Island is going to see any thunderstorm activity tonight. However, New Jersey certainly did, particularly the southern half. Ocean County, South Jersey, they got into some severe thunderstorms. Still thunderstorms kind of training over that area right now. We still have special marine warnings out for these storms. And, you know, they needed it because they actually hadn't had much rain, particularly in southern New Jersey. So I'm glad to see that they could get some rain today. Also, western New York also got into severe weather as well. We'll have to see if there were actually any tornadoes confirmed in that area, but there were tornado warnings issued right now. You can see that line over there. Let's go to the radar. We're going to look at this line right here that has moved offshore. Mostly the severe stuff is now finished, but we still have some more showers and thunderstorms over southern New Jersey. Other than that, not a whole lot of activity. There's another little round here in eastern Pennsylvania. A couple in upstate, a couple in southeastern New England. But the worst of it is over for the most part for this area. However, it was pretty impressive earlier on. We'll go look at the Event2Sky radar here. We'll rewind this to, I guess, 7 o'clock, and you can see this is the severe thunderstorm that caused the severe thunderstorm warning over Toms River and Ocean County. It looks like there was the first round here, and then there was a second round around 8 o'clock that wound up moving just south of Toms River. And then another round here. This is actually a third round. Looks like they've had 3 rounds of showers and thunderstorms here. This is at 9:10, right over, again, more like southern Ocean County there. But they needed the rain. That's the good news of all that. Looking at the satellite, take a look at this on the satellite, and you can see the storms firing over Jersey as well as in western New York. We'll have to maybe rewind this a little more if we want to see that, but you can definitely see the storms firing up over Jersey right there. We'll throw in the lightning, see how much lightning these were producing. So we'll wait for that to load. And yeah, pretty decent storm. Oh yeah, a lot of lightning actually over that area. That second round there, a lot of lightning. See a lot of lightning with that second round. I don't know if that's the second round or I think that is the second round. But there's a decent amount of lightning there as well. Here's your low pressure system and your cold front right here. Let's see about power outages because Jersey has been affected. There are 25,000 outages. Ocean County has 2,488. Burlington, a southwestern part of the county, if you saw my brief little short there, update. You see the southwestern part of the state, seeing the most outages, Monmouth, and then less as you get further north because that area wasn't affected by the storms as much. So let's go. No real big, they're all scattered outages. There's not really any blackouts as far as I'm aware of. New York, 30,000 outages, and that's mostly in western part of the state. Broome County in particular, where Binghamton is. Yeah, right here. I think it's Broome County, somewhere over here. You can see there's some outages over here. And there's also a lot of outages in Putnam County as well. So looks like the Hudson Valley also got in on some of the storms too. National Grid seeing a lot of outages. NYSEG. Not too many on Long Island. Obviously, we didn't get any storms. And I should have showed you that for New Jersey too. So New Jersey, far as who has the most outages, it's actually PSE&G. Not JCP&L, because again, they serve these parts of Burlington County in the southwestern part of the state. They got hit pretty hard with some storms over there. Pennsylvania also seeing a lot of outages too from these storms as well. So let's look and see what these storms look like. We'll just go to EarthCam here and we'll show you in a moment. I don't know why it's just decided to disappear on me. That's nice. I had it all paused and ready to go. All right, here we go. You can see the storms kind of coming in here. Yeah, here you go. Here's the storms coming in. See the dark clouds coming in. This is Seaside Heights. Going to start in any minute now. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Looks like they've had some pretty heavy rain. They needed it, though. They needed the rain. It was very dry. Looks like some pretty strong winds with these storms, too. They were severe warned as well. Man, pretty good storm over there. Pretty strong winds with these storms, too, as well. It didn't look like there was too much lightning, but then there was another round that came in later that might have had more lightning. So there's a break. And the next round's going to come in, and I think that second round is the one that actually had more lightning to it. But I'd have to use the south camera. Oh yeah, you can see a little bit of lightning there. I have to use the south camera too. So we got to go change this up to Jersey. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. Let's do the south camera. This one will show the lightning up more because that second cell was a little more to the south. So let's here we go. Not seeing too much lightning here, but whatever. They got a couple of rounds of rain over there. I'm not gonna go nuts looking at this. Let's go close that up, and let's look at our observations right now. So we'll go to the weather and hazards map. Severe thunderstorm watch is still in effect for much of New Jersey. It's been dropped for most of the city. Still have that tornado watch up here in parts of New Hampshire, even into Maine. And then looks like we've got some purples, which are high surf advisories because of the strong winds. And we've had a pretty strong southerly wind all day today, which meant it was cooler on Long Island versus New Jersey, whereas Jersey was very, very hot. Temperatures have now dropped in New Jersey now. So first we'll go over the highs and lows for the day. And you see Long Island not quite as hot as yesterday. Mid-80s in my area. It's like 86. But the North Shore might have still had some 90s, but mostly mid-80s across Long Island. If you're on the South Shore, it was more like low 80s. And then into the city, LaGuardia still managed to get to 95, JFK up to 89, Central Park 92, Hudson Valley areas mostly low 90s. Again, the storms kind of kept the temperatures down, but in Jersey, particularly the southern part of Jersey, 100 degrees again at Miller Air Park again. 100 at Toms River does it again with 100 degrees again. 2 days in a row of 100 degrees at Toms River. So absolutely brutally hot. It's actually the hottest part of the state. Upper 90s, though, in a lot of other areas. So pretty hot all across Jersey. That strong south-southwest wind over land, over the Pine Barrens, which gets very hot during the day. Not a surprise. And only relief right at the shore. Lows, only low 70s, obviously, with the really high humidity levels. Most areas only had lows in the low 70s pretty much throughout the day. I'll show you what the day was like at Islip. So right now it's 76. Light rain being reported. There have been a couple of drops, some rain here and there. So there was a little bit of light rain being reported. Very light, though, I might add. And southwest winds. You can see the strong southwest winds today throughout the day. Southwest winds. And very humid conditions, though. Dew points well into the low 70s. Pretty humid. But we go to the other extreme. Let's go to Miller Air Park, which seems to be hell on earth, pretty much. They hit 100 degrees today again. That's why they had the excessive heat warning in effect. 100 degrees right there. The dew points, however, went down a little bit to the low to mid 60s when it did hit 100, and then the dew points went back up again, which is kind of interesting why it did that. I don't know why it did that, but maybe it helped a little bit, but not much. Not much, and you can see that southwest wind off the land. Plenty of hot weather there. So let's look at the rainfall totals and see what they got over there as far as rainfall goes. All right, that's just 1 hour, so let's do 6 hours. And you'll see that they actually did get, all right, Toms River only a quarter of an inch. But look to the south, 1.35 in Pine Wall. So looks like the heaviest of the storms wound up missing Toms River. What about Miller Air Park? Only 0.17 there. That's not really a large amount of rain. 1.82 at Cedar Bridge. So it seems like the heavier rains a little further south in Ocean County. 1.96 in Stafford Township. Oswego Lake in the Pine Barrens, 1.07. So, yeah, the heavier rains further south, that's where they got over an inch. At least it's something because it has been extremely dry. And then as far as making your way north throughout the state, not really much to speak of. Barely anything on Long Island. It looks like maybe they got a little bit out on Suffolk County, not very much. Connecticut, hit again, Connecticut. I know Hartford got another storm over there. There's actually a tornado warning over there. You can see the rainfall totals over here. We'll make this 12 hours, get a little more here. You know, some of these storms that earlier. However, storms didn't really bring a whole lot of rain. They were small and they were quick, fast moving. So not a whole lot of rain here throughout the area. And then, so that's pretty much what it looks like right now as far as precipitation goes. We can go and look at our records for the day. Ice slip, high of 85, low of 74, 8 degrees above normal for the day. Central Park, 92, fourth day of 90 or better, a low of 73, 9 degrees above normal for the day. LaGuardia had a record high, tied the record of 95, set back in 1965, low of 70, 7 degrees above normal for the day. The high was 12 degrees above normal. And Newark got up to 99. And that's a new record set at Newark. High of 99, beating the old record of 97 set back in 1965. That was 15 degrees above normal. And for the day, they were 12 degrees above normal. The low was only 75 there. That's brutal. Jersey, just unbelievably hot. Once again, no surprise. Dealing with the worst of the heat there. Not at all a surprise here. Let's go to the storm reports here. A map of storm reports, and hopefully this will actually cover. You can see most of them are here. So mostly it looks like we got wind reports around Toms River, Beechwood. We got trees down. Thunderstorm wind damage in Toms River. Down tree on NJ 166. Let's see. We got 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts at the beach there. That's nothing too crazy. 40 mile an hour in Island. None of these are really that impressive. Thunderstorm wind damage in Lakewood. Marine wind gust of 49 miles an hour. I think the strongest storms were a little further off to the west. Fort Dix, 51-mile-an-hour wind gust. Thunderstorm wind gusts at Pemberton Heights. So mostly these are all wind reports. Trees down. Trees down in Moorestown. These are the Philadelphia suburbs here. Lots of trees down here in this area right here. And then going north in Connecticut, no reported tornado. There was a tornado warning, but it looks like thunderstorm wind damage again. Trees down in these areas where the blue dots are. Talon Township in Connecticut. And you can see also the Hudson Valley also dealing with thunderstorm wind damage as well. Trees through decks. So you got a lot of trees down here from the high winds. Now, making your way further north, it looks like we did actually have a tornado in Manchester. A funnel cloud was reported halfway to the ground. So it looks like it didn't touch down, but Manchester, New Hampshire. I said Manchester Township because I'm thinking of Manchester, New Jersey. And not surprisingly, not too far away, 1.75-inch hail reported there. Numerous reports of hail in New Hampshire here. 1.50 inch. That's not that small. And then making our way into Binghamton. It looks like a tornado was reported as well. Funnel cloud. Multiple pictures and video taken of what appears to be a funnel cloud. But fortunately, it does not look like it touched the ground. No reports of damage at the time. But there was a tornado warning over there as well. Trees and down on wires. Power outages in the village of Fonda, New York. So, yeah, upstate New York getting hit hard as well with these storms as well. And Vermont as well. Further up in Vermont, we have flooding reports being reported here. So it looks like they got heavy rain over there. So there you go. But so far, Long Island did not get anything. So at least we got the storms we got yesterday. But with the actual front, yeah, it does not look like we're seeing any storms. It's kind of surprised me a little bit, but kind of didn't because of that strong southerly wind that really, the heat just wasn't there for these storms to fire. Not surprising. So let's go back out to the weather and hazards map here, and we'll take a wider look. Still got that severe thunderstorm watch. That's probably set to expire. It's saying there's no active. It's saying there's no, so it's probably set to expire fairly soon. And going across the country, you can see we got another one of these beach hazard statements, and then the heat now in the Midwest. Now we're going to get a little bit of a break from it. And we got red flag warnings up in, it looks like, Washington and Oregon, as well as that is an excessive heat warning. It looks like for north, what is that, Colorado? That's Colorado right there. That is not Colorado. That's Montana, I think, right? Or that is Utah. Okay, so that's what's going on. You can see the heat now out west as well, dealing with the heat over there. So let's go and look at the CONUS satellite. We'll get a look at what's going on across the country. And you see here's our front coming through. We got our low over there. This is fair weather that we're going to have. Tuesday should be pretty nice. I do see a lot of wildfires, though, out in the west here going on. Okay, I do see a lot of that, and there's some smoke also from that. I'm wondering if we're going to be dealing with some of that smoke. So let's go to the west coast. Let's go over there to the west coast. We'll go to, let's see. Let's see which one we'll pick. We'll do U.S. Pacific Coast. Let's see, because it looked like I saw a bunch of wildfires there. I'm not seeing anything on this. Looks like there's one over here in Idaho. I don't know, that was showing it up more on the CONUS view than this one. Let's pick another one. Northern Rockies. Yeah, I'm seeing smoke over here. See that? It looks like wildfire smoke over here. I'm trying to figure out where that's coming from. But it definitely, you can see there's haze over here. So there's got to be some smoke coming from somewhere. Let's do the Southern Rockies. It looks like maybe California. That seems to be where it's coming from. So we'll do Pacific Southwest. I'm thinking that's where, because I know I've been hearing about fires in California, so I'm thinking that's where we're seeing all that smoke. But I'm not seeing it on here, which is interesting. It doesn't want to show up on here. Well, we'll talk about the smoke as we get. Yeah, I can see there's that fire in Idaho right there. And the conditions are going to be favorable for more wildfires in this area. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Let's look at the weather map here, and you see we've got the cold front here coming through. That will be coming through tonight. Day 2, cold front comes through. Day 3 should be a nice day before the humidity returns, because you see there's a warm front off to the southwest right there. Rainfall. Let's go to the QPF forecasts here. We can look at rainfall here, and you'll see that once we get to day 2, day 3, we're going to be dry, and then as we get toward the middle of the week, when the humidity returns, we'll have some more rain chances, and then we'll dry out. But if we go day 1 through 7, you'll see that not really showing a whole lot of rain for us. It's showing some, but it'll be of scattered nature. The southwest remains bone dry. The whole west coast does, so that's not going to be very, very good for getting any of those wildfires into control for sure. Storm Prediction Center. You can see that, and it looks like they've got the slight risk now that covers most of the area. So, and then there's that tornado watch you see right there in the red, surrounded by marginal risk. Going into tomorrow, convective outlook shifts to the upper Midwest. So we've looked at all that. I guess we will go ahead and look at the models. So let's go to the North American view, and we'll start with the jet stream here. And you see there's that little trough that comes through, brings us a little bit of relief, but then the ridge builds back. Then a stronger trough for the weekend brings a stronger cold front through. But look what happens as we get toward July 4th again. We start seeing some more ridging taking place. Not off-the-wall ridging, but definitely some more ridging in the east, which is definitely going to show, give us some more heat again. So looking at our upper air here, you'll see there's that trough that comes through, brings us a brief respite from the humidity. Humidity returns, then another batch of cooler air comes for the late week, and then the ridge starts building again and shows another front coming through around July 1st. But then after that, we start seeing a little more. Well, and then it gets beat back down again. So there will be some heat here, but it won't be. It doesn't look like it's going to be as prolonged as it was for this past week, at least according to the GFS, which actually has been doing a fairly good job lately. So, I'm not even going to look at the euro because of that. I don't think there's... Well, I can look at the euro, I guess, because I guess we have to. Well, I don't think there's going to be much of a difference between them, though. Euro does seem a little stronger with that ridge. But it's still showing that trough over here that you see over here. So it will warm up around July 4th, but then it probably will cool down again. GFS, let's go back to that, and we will look at our temperature anomaly chart. I'm actually going to keep it on here. So you can see the above normal temperatures go to... Yeah, this is a little too zoomed out. We'll go Conus view here. So you see tomorrow we're getting back closer to normal again, but Tuesday we're going to start seeing temperatures start rising above normal Tuesday and Wednesday. Then that stronger front comes through as we get toward Thursday. That's going to bring cooler temperatures. As you see there, cooler temperatures in the Midwest. And then another shot right around July 1st. So I guess this is the difference between the GFS and the... they're both showing it. The 18Z and the 12Z. Both showing that cooler shot coming in. And then you start to see it warm up as we get toward the middle of July there a little bit for us. Now, AI does not... All right, we can do the AI, I guess, because it goes a little further out. Let's just look at this just for fun. Both seem to... Yeah, they look fairly similar for the most part. So I'm going to go back to the GFS. We're going to go look at the surface now. And if I don't see that many differences, I'm just going to look at one of them, and that's it. So you see we have a little bit of low pressure around tomorrow, so it might be a few more clouds. Tuesday, we should have plenty of sunshine. Then we get back into the humidity. Another cold front comes through Wednesday night. And then Thursday and Friday, we have nice weather, big high pressure over the northeast. And then that starts moving away, and that's going to get us into some more humidity. But then another cold front comes through for the first week of July. And, yeah, this doesn't look like I see any really strong ridges here. So it doesn't look like there's going to be a whole lot of heat with this kind of setup right now. Not like what we had this week, hopefully. All right. So let's go look at the short range next. HRRR, 0Z, HRRR. Let's go to 0Z on this. 0Z run the HRRR. So those storms are done, and tomorrow we just have mix of sun and clouds, and then that low pulls away. We have the high go over us on Tuesday, which should give us mostly sunny skies. And then you can see this is all associated with that warm front that'll come through late Tuesday night into Wednesday. Looking at our dew points and wind flow, you'll see here that we have the southwest flow. It's turning now to the west, and by, I would say, late morning, the dew points start dropping across the area. Much more comfortable day tomorrow with west winds becoming northwest. And then we have northwest winds to start on Tuesday. And then probably a sea breeze in the afternoon that will develop. So the temperatures will be cooler. So if we look at the temperatures here, you'll see that we probably still won't drop much tonight, mid-70s. But tomorrow, temperatures only reach the low to mid-80s probably. No 90s anywhere tomorrow. And then it'll probably drop into the mid-60s for tomorrow night. And then for your Tuesday, could wind up hitting 90 inland again. For Long Island, probably mid to upper 80s for Tuesday, and then the sea breeze will come in and drop things a little bit. Let's just rewind this. We'll just look at some soundings. I'll just show you what I mean with the cloud situation. So if we look at 2 o'clock, you'll see that these lines are kind of close together, which indicates some cloud cover that will develop perhaps in the afternoon, though the HRRR doesn't seem to be too bullish on it. This is the morning, 15Z. 15Z, they're touching, definitely. So it's showing some cloud cover over Jersey, as well as us. So probably more sunshine toward the afternoon, but they could still be mixed with some clouds, I think. So let's go to the GFS. We'll go a little further along here and look at our temperatures and the dew points and wind flow. So you see the humidity coming back Wednesday, and then Thursday. Again, improving conditions later in the day. Very nice on Friday. Looks like over northeast to east wind. And the weekend, it looks like, again, Saturday, we start seeing the humidity increase for Sunday. It looks like another front coming through, and then bring another really pleasant air mass to start July with dew points in the 40s. So that looks pretty nice. Temperatures for tomorrow, or temperatures for Wednesday, you'll see, yeah, it's going to heat up again on Wednesday. You can see the heat comes right back to Jersey again, right into the 90s. But with that southerly flow, Long Island should avoid that and be in the 80s. And then that gets pushed down on Thursday and Friday. Friday's particularly nice, maybe only 70s for Long Island. And then we see temperatures start to rise a little bit more on Saturday, Sunday. We have that front, so it looks like maybe chance of showers that day, some of the cool temperatures. And then for Wednesday, we drop again, 70s and low 80s, so pretty nice. And just it looks like as we get toward around July 4th, the heat starts to come back again. So here we are on July 4th. You see that heat start building again, and we start seeing some 90s again as we get toward July 4th. And then it winds up getting pushed down again a little bit. So it always does heat up around July 4th, though. It's one thing I've always found is that it always does heat up around that time. So let's just go to precipitation here. I'll just show you again when our next chance of precipitation is going to be after the night, because we'll be dry for tomorrow and Tuesday. Wednesday, it looks like it's dry, but Wednesday night, Thursday, that could be a next chance for some thunderstorms, perhaps. Maybe another chance for some severe thunderstorms, perhaps. That will be our next chance. All right, let's look at the skies here. Back this up to this. So here's tomorrow, and you see tomorrow, clouds to start, more sun in the afternoon. And then Tuesday, we might see some cirrus start increasing late in the afternoon. Obviously, we'll be dealing with that cirrus on Wednesday. Thursday, we should be clearing it out by the afternoon. Friday, may have to deal with some cirrus around. Of course, this far out, it's kind of overdone already. So it looks like a sunny start to July as well. So we'll go to the RGEM for that. So here's the RGEM again, starting off with the clouds in the morning, and then maybe some more pop-up clouds in the afternoon, but it should be a pretty decent day. Tuesday, we should have mostly sunny skies, but we'll have to watch possibly for some of that cirrus to come in, and perhaps that could be accompanied by jet chunk, and it's being a little more aggressive and bringing it in like toward early afternoon now. So Tuesday may not be the mostly sunny day we were hoping it would be as far as a nice clear sky goes. And then Wednesday, obviously, it looks like some more of the cirrus around, though there'll still be plenty of sunshine on those days. Now, let's talk about smoke. Okay, we'll go to the HRRR smoke model. Let's do that one. And we'll see if any of that smoke's going to make its way into our area that we see out west. Was it I forgot which one it was. The 22Z that goes further out? One of those. One of them goes further out. I'm trying to remember which one it is. 19Z, 20Z. I don't know. 18Z. Yeah, 0Z is supposed to go. I guess yeah, here we go. Wasn't showing up there. My mistake. Do apologize for that. Sometimes I haven't used this in a while, so I get a little mixed up. All right, let's run this and see what it shows at the full. See if we get any of that smoke from those. All right, so right now it's not showing much smoke. This is tomorrow, not showing smoke. But as we get toward perhaps Tuesday and Wednesday, we may have to deal with a little bit of it. And this is all, again, coming from California. So lastly, we'll go to the Climate Prediction Center and look at our outlooks, starting with the 6 to 10 day. And they're saying above normal temperatures again for the east, pretty much. Like the only area that's going to be below normal, the whole country's above normal, except for the northern tier. Above normal temperatures, especially in the southeast, but the east coast looks pretty much above normal, with above normal precipitation as well. 8 to 14 day squashes the above normal, the highest chance of above normal down in the south, but still showing generally above normal temperatures across much of the country except the northwest and the extreme northern tier. Precipitation, the above normal is in the southwest, which they could definitely use, but below normal in the west, like in California, which is not good, and that's not going to help the fire risk there. And then above normal in the northern part, Great Lakes, into maybe part of the northeast. They were kind of wrong, though, about the above normal. They were saying it was going to be above normal this week with the precipitation. And really, yeah, it was very scattered. The people who got it may have gotten above normal, but for the people who didn't, it was still kind of on the dry side. So that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather update and outlook. Have a good night.